Hello everyone and welcome to ICM's midday session. Today we had economic indicators coming out in the morning, mainly about the services sector. So we started with the German Services PMI, which came out at 46.2. Eurozone PMI came out at 41.7, better than the preliminary reading of 41.3, but worse than the previous reading that came out in October at 46.9. Also from the UK, the services sector, the services PMI came out at 47.6, better than the preliminary 45.8, but worse than 51.4. This is just because of the lockdowns that took place in the Eurozone or in the European countries to try to stop the spread of coronavirus. So definitely it weighed on the services sector. But what's a bit optimistic is that it's less bad than thought. So many economists and policymakers, they thought that it's gonna be worse than these numbers, but they look fine for November, and we started seeing numbers dropping. So this could just give more recovery in December. The Eurozone retail sales also came out for October, came out at 1.5%. However, November reading is just crucial, and it will be coming out in almost 4 weeks. So this is for the economic indicators. From Brexit, we had a bit of optimism about reaching a deal tomorrow or over the weekend. However, there are still the same issues are still there. So this is just delaying reaching a deal. So moving to the charts, the euro dollar just rose to 21.38. So we're just still tackling the highs that we already highlighted previously. So this is just the resistance zone, the expected resistance zone. You're almost 21.50, so we're just close to it. And the other one is just a bit higher at almost 22.15, 22.10. So these are the levels that were support back in 2018. So they're possibly being the possible resistance levels to come. So moving to the hourly chart, this could be the coming resistance levels. While for any break lower, definitely you need to watch out for this trend line that's combining the previous bottom since almost 119. So you can just check how many times this trend line held. So watch out for any break below the trend line for a possible correction or reversal. The first possible retracement level is 2080, and then we have 2040, which was also 2030, 2040, which was also a stop here or a pause before continuation higher above 121. So these are the key levels if you are trading the euro against the United States dollar. The British pound against the dollar after yesterday's decline following Barnier's comments, where it was able to the pair was able to recover slightly, and now we're back almost to the same levels that we were trading back at. So we highlighted yesterday 134 as resistance, which could be turning as support as long as we're just moving far away from 34 again. 34.40 remains to be in sight, while just for targets 34.85 continues to be a key level. So you can just go for if we're just forming another channel that we are trading at. So you can just use these previous bottoms if you're expecting further appreciation in the British pound against the US dollar. You can just use these the previous troughs and bottoms in order to just try to check for possible heights. Also, you can just go for the lower one and just add this one here, which was almost clear. You can see this trend line how many times previously, 1, 2, 3, it's all coinciding 4. So watch out for any possible shoot higher on some positivity around Brexit, which could drive the prices higher towards almost 34.70, 34.80. So this is just a possible scenario for the British pound against the United States dollar. Moving to the dollar against the Japanese yen, we're still trading inside the range. It's just tough. Yesterday we highlighted this 104.75, 104.80 level, and we reversed from it. So we're just going into another consolidation again. You can just highlight this trend line for possible support, while resistance remains at 104.75 key. If we were able to break above it, then we just target 105.30, 105.65. The dollar against the Swiss franc finally was able to move out of its consolidation zone that was trading that we were trading in it for a while since mid-July. But yesterday we highlighted this possible channel, and we did set the target at the bottom, almost 89.30, a possible target, and this is where we are currently trading. So watch out for some possible reversal here, where a continuation is just gonna be a bit more massive. So this is a possible support. And also, if you're just looking for possible resistance, another possible support, you can just draw. If you can draw the channel from the top to the bottom, you can see here how many lines we have: 1, 2, 3, 4 times at the line. So this could be the middle of the channel, and then on an extended move for a weak dollar, we can just be looking for some targets near 87.50 for the dollar against the Swiss franc on the long run. So this is for the dollar Swissy. Moving to the Australian dollar, which is moving higher today. Mainly most commodity currencies, they were still strong, but there's some positivity regarding the issues with China, so it's just supporting the prices again. So if we just want to go to the hourly chart again, we were talking about this channel previously, and currently we're still trading at the top of the channel. So if you just go back a little bit in prices, you can see that we're almost at the top of this channel. You can also just drag the price higher for possible extension, which would take us somewhere between 74, 70, 75 as possible resistance levels, or you can just draw the trend line combining these previous tops, and you're just gonna get the recent resistance that we were able to that we were trading at. So this is just a possible resistance, while key support remains 73.70 and 73.40. These two levels remain as key support for the Australian dollar against the United States dollar. New Zealand dollar, we're trading inside the tight range. So following this sharp move upside, we're just trading sideways currently. We were able to have a lower high this time, which could be a bit alarming. So you can just highlight this zone here, and the bottom you can go for 70, or just the interim resistance. So you can just draw this trend line here, combining the previous bottom, and just detect both support and resistance zones that could just highlight the sideways formation that we could be trading at for a while. The dollar against the Canadian dollar was able to trade almost near 129 level, but we're just trading a bit sideways. But still, on the bigger picture, we're just as I said, commodity currencies, they just are outperforming the United States dollar. So in terms of levels, you just need to go back for historical times, since we were just trading almost at the lowest prices since 2018. So in order to set some targets on the long run, you need to check where the possible levels are. So you have to go back in the chart. So this is a possible scenario if we just witness extension in the dollar weakness. So 27.80 remains as a key level. If you want to go to the hourly chart, just to watch out to the channel that we were trading at yesterday. So this is the channel that we highlighted yesterday. So the bottom of the channel could be again almost near 28.70, 28.60. So you can just trade the channel if you are looking for some trades on the dollar against the Canadian dollar. But watch out, since we're just also waiting for some headlines from OPEC. So this could just weigh, it's either could weigh on the Canadian dollar or just boost the Canadian dollar, depending on the outcome of OPEC plus meeting. Gold prices extended rally, reaching almost 1843 in the morning. So just we remain at setting a key target 1850, which was previously a key support level, could be turning into resistance, while also 1830 could be turning into a good support, and we could be trading in a range for a while inside this level. If you just want to watch out for any reversals, you can just also draw this trend line here, combining the previous bottoms. So any break below the trend line could just lead to a bigger correction on the move. So you can see even the weaknesses. So the market rallied one way higher, and now we're having almost sideways up trading. It's tilted to the upside, but still we're having like a bit of a tough time to move higher, unlike the move from 1770 towards 1800. So this is for gold. Moving to silver, we can highlight, we're just trading inside the consolidation zone, so you can just highlight these previous bottoms and tops. So we're almost setting a certain consolidation, could be a triangle. If we go for the bigger chart, you can just draw the trend line combining the previous tops, and just set the top of the trend line as possible resistance if you were able to continue this move higher. Since we had this move, a rally higher, consolidation, so this is possible continuation continuation scenario, but watch out for any breakback below 23.60. Moving to WTI, still trading sideways, awaiting any updates from OPEC. So you can see it's better. So we're just trading. Yesterday we were talking about this channel. Still on the bigger picture, we're just trading inside this channel here, so it's still valid. So as long as we don't have any clear outcome from OPEC Plus meeting. The Dow Jones, to the hourly chart, you can just move it back and just draw the trend line that we almost visited yesterday. So we're just setting this as basic for any move downside. So watch out for any break below the trend line, because we could be heading towards a bigger move lower, 29,470, 29,200. While on the upside, you can just set at the previous resistance, 30,090 continues to be a key resistance level. So this is all for today's session. Ahead of the session where we have the initial jobless claims to come out, so watch out for this number. If it shows weakness, this could definitely price in the market, since everyone is just looking for the impact of the recent wave of coronavirus on the US economy. And then we have the ISM Services Pmi coming out. So these are two good numbers to watch out for. This is all for today's session. Thank you all for joining. I'd just like to remind you that all the information, news, analysis, and opinion mentioned in this live session, they're only for educational purposes and shouldn't be taken as a signal whether to buy or to sell any financial instrument, and ICM doesn't provide any investment advice. This is all for today. Thank you all and wish you safe trading.